I'm going to read 1 Peter 5, 8 through 9. Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Resist him, firm in your faith, knowing knowing the same kinds of suffering are being experienced by your brotherhood throughout the world. In the news lately, they've been 3,000 some files released recently of a case. I'm not going to mention the name, but it sounds kind of like Einstein. And I was looking at some of the stuff that's out there, and they're saying that that's just a fraction of what's there. It's just horrific evil. And you've got human sacrifice, human trafficking, cannibalism, on and on and on and on. It's just horrific evil. And the thought occurred to me, George Carlin referred to that group, the small group, and we aren't in it, thank God. The elites, whatever you want to call them, the ones that run the worlds, the ones that pay off politicians, the ones that start wars, the ones that, are all infiltrated into the banking system and politics and just you name it. It's they're there. And since I've been alive, my whole life, I'm 67 in a few days. The whole thrust is to be against Christians, anti-Christ, I guess you could call it, because that's what it is, anti-Christ. They took out prayer in the schools, they took out the Ten Commandments, they've taught evolution, they're putting evil in what is described as evil in the Bible in our face constantly, like we're being waterboarded by evil. And it's obvious they believe in God. In what they're doing, it's obvious they believe there's a God, and they've chose evil, just like Satan gave Jesus that option in the desert, and he says, no, man does not live by bread alone, but by so on, so forth, by every word of God. But if you look at those files and see what they're doing, it's obvious they believe in God. There's no. So why does the world believe their lie? Well, what I just read in 1 Peter explains it. So, the sad thing is, I think of all the atheists that I've talked to and shared the gospel with that rejected it, and some are still living, some have gone to their grave. That's the sad part. That's a soul devoured. I saw 3 coyotes running up through behind the house when I was eating breakfast this morning, looking for something to devour. And it's very clear that Satan's plan all the way on back to when he fell from heaven with the third of the angels. His plan is to, if people don't believe in him, it's easier to attack and to devour them. In other words, if you don't believe the coyote's there and it eats you up, if you're a rabbit, it's easier to obtain prey if the prey doesn't believe that you're there. But it's very clear, anybody that's paying attention right now, to see it. I hope you do. So let me read that once again. 1 Peter 5:8-9. Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Resist him, firm in your faith, knowing that the same kinds of suffering are being experienced by your brotherhood throughout the world. All take care. God bless.